For your chance to win a daily prize of £1,000, download the Raffler app today. There's a referral link in the description to the Google Play and App Store. Use that link and get an extra £100 bonus added to your daily prize. Also, over on g2a.com, use the promo code CHES to get a discount on your Xbox, PlayStation codes and games. Link in the description down below. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 19 of the Newcastle United Career Mode series here on FIFA 16. We start with a rather important game. It's Arsenal at Wembley, an FA Cup semi-final. We reached the final of the Capital One Cup last season and unfortunately were defeated by West Bromwich Albion by 1-0. So I'd very much like to get to Wembley again for a final rather than just a semi and actually win the FA Cup. But Arsenal, a rather good side, stand in our way currently. They do have a good record recently of winning the FA Cup as well in real life, so it's clearly a competition that this current crop of Arsenal players feel like they can win on a consistent basis. We'll follow that up with a game against Southampton at home in the league. We are actually chasing Arsenal in the Barclays Premier League. I showed you the table at the end of the last episode. I'll show you it again here to just help show you exactly the situation. 56 points to 61 is the gap to Arsenal, but the main gap we're worried about is between Manchester City and Norwich. But if we can catch Arsenal, then all the better. So we're trying to do that. We're setting our sights high. We're going to aim for Arsenal rather than just aiming to stay ahead of Manchester City. We'll have to wait and see if we can actually do that. But we're trying to get away from City and Norwich. And I don't... we do actually play Norwich in tomorrow's episode. We'll have Villa and Norwich. Interesting. Right, so the next couple of episodes are going to be pretty intense. Arsenal, first I was going to say away, although technically it is away, for both sides, at Wembley for the FA Cup semi-final. Drop the video a thumbs up if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's go. Fair. Pulls that back to Fabinho. Gylfi, we can poke around the corner here. Tuck inside there and give that to Jose Perez. Is a little bit of space. Kovalenko has a little bit more. Kovalenko with a shot. It's blocked well by Gabriel. There's the first... I thought Chet was going to kick that at Perez then. There's the first chance of the semi-final. And we may be able to get a second, but a double block or a double attempted interception from the Arsenal midfield stop us from getting that to Jose Perez. Expecting Arsenal to play the Arsenal way, which, as you can see, they are doing. Keeping possession and trying to build from the back. We'll see if it actually works. Hopefully, it doesn't. And Sewer down the line. And now Twix brings it under control into Kovalenko. Oh, Perez just gets it. Gylfi actually will look for Kovalenko again. And he could play in Perez. And Perez gets the turn. Oh, Jose Perez! Oh, flashes past the post. Such a great turn and shot, but he just couldn't quite find that bottom corner. Very, very close to the opening goal of this FA Cup semi-final. Santi, tackled by Mbemba. Santi somehow going to get there again. And Joel Campbell could play in Karim Benzema. He's got Mbemba for company. Oh, he's done me with a switch of foot. He looks as if he was going to cut inside, so I went to cover that off and maybe get a foot in. And he's just jinked back the other way. It's great footwork from Karim Benzema. Watch it here. He just goes one way and then back the other with a little touch of the left foot. And it's completely done me. I commit with Mbemba one way, he goes the other. The shot at the near post, which is so overpowered this year, and he's buried it. Arsenal 1, Newcastle 0. Debussy. Oh, so they're just tearing me apart on this right-hand side. I can't cope with it. Joel Campbell trying to twist and get away. Insua does well there to block it and knock it out for a corner. But 5 minutes before half-time, they're going to go short again. Santi's going to go short to Joel Campbell. Oh, it's a dangerous ball in. Koulibaly wins the initial header. That's wide, thankfully. Good attempts from Aymeric Laporte. Perhaps you would expect him to at least get that on target from there. It's not far out from goal at all, but with pressure on him from Koulibaly, did just enough the defender to stop him from scoring a second. Insua, Kovalenko, decent first touch. Squeeze that looking for Gylfi. We'll go to Perez and Kovalenko. Oh, it's lovely football. And we'll look for Deulofeu. If we score this, this is brilliant. No, Petr Cech. Why have you gone and done that to me? That would have been an excellent goal. Lovely build-up. Absolutely brilliant build-up. Oh, I was trying to skip the thing, but it's ended up at Jose Perez's feet, and he'll look for Kovalenko. Gets the turn in. Victor Kovalenko, there's the equaliser. Just what we needed, just when we needed it. 1-1 just before half-time. Really poor from Debussy after just me messing up with trying to skip the animation, but it does end up in the back of the net. Oh, thank you, Victor. Blonde Deulofeu misses, but blonde Kovalenko buries it into the back of the net. 1-1. Coquelin with a great turn into Karim Benzema. Oh, there's the 1-2, and not far away. He brushes the outside the post the same way Iosi Perez did with the first chance of the game in the first half. Not far away from Karim, but we stay locked at 1 for now. Ramsey out to Alexis. He's going to go down the line. He does to Benzema. Oh, nice little back heel, but Fabinho reads it. Trying desperately to hold off Alexis Sanchez there. Leroy Fer to Kovalenko. Lose the ball to Ramsey. He's done well there, Aaron. Into Wilshere. Wilshere might look to Benzema. Oh, tried to go solo in the end. Sigurdsson to Kovalenko. Good footwork. There's Leroy Fer. Deulofeu making the run down the right. We will use him. Now, what is Nacho Monreal going to do? Absolutely nothing to stop Gerard Deulofeu. He's on a run here. Gerard Deulofeu, the chance to put us 2-1 up. That is a fantastic goal at Wembley. A lovely solo run, cutting in from the outside. The run of all of his teammates in the middle, just drawing the defenders away, opening up the space. Into the space he goes. Into the back of the net goes the ball. Watch the run of Leroy Fer here. Just drags the other defender away. In actual fact, then stands in front of him. And that's bent away from Czech as well. What a great finish from Deulofeu on his weaker left foot. Really, really well done. We lead 2-1 at Wembley. Alexis out wide to Nacho Monreal. There's the cross. Oh, Alexis with a diving header. That's wide though. Not good enough. 9 minutes to go for Arsenal to get themselves an equaliser, let alone a winning goal. That's not where I passed that, but never mind. We'll get that away. Oh, Danny, good footwork. Arnautovic trying desperately to win it back off. Danny Welbeck. But Arnautovic gets it off Debussy instead, and Kovalenko will draw the defenders away, and Deulofeu is free again. It's not the best of balls though. Gets it under control. He's past the defender or two, runs straight into Iosi Perez, helps it around the corner to Leroy Fer. Back to Iosi, and 3! Yes, he might be carrying a knock, but Iosi Perez very patient in front of goal in the build-up there. I could have just tried to shoot from distance. We could have tried to dribble it past a couple of people, but we kept our composure. Once Iosi Perez ran into the ball there, I thought about shooting with Fer, but then poked it back to Perez. Great finish, 3-1. We are coming back to Wembley for a second time this season for an FA Cup final. Wilshere with a cross, headed away by Koulibaly, only as far as Santi. What an effort from Santi Cazorla. How's that for a first-time hit? Good save from Sells to palm it out for a corner. Arsenal looking to get themselves back in it. There is still time. If they score now, we'll be really up against it. Petr Cech is up. Sells punches. Perez can't bring it down. It's going to drop back to Santi Cazorla. Where's he going to go? 3 minutes added on. Leroy Fer gets a tackle in. If I can play in Perez, we could... Oh, no. Cech's just managed to get back into his goal. But Perez will square this. And Deulofeu in for a fourth... No, over the bar. Oh, what have I done there? That would have been a really nice goal to finish off on a great counter-attack like that. But those fans are very, very happy. It's going to be a long trip again, back up to Newcastle and then back down again for the FA Cup final. But I'm pretty sure they won't mind at all. Bakambu will play this over the top looking for Iosi, who could bring this down here and attempted it to, at least, but Alexis will come away, and there goes the final whistle. A 3-1 victory for Newcastle United at Wembley against Arsenal. If ever we needed the confidence boost to try and chase them in the league as well, that was it. We're through to the FA Cup final. Let's build on that. Let's go into that league game now against Southampton and try and get ourselves 3 points there as well. Or a victory there as well. That obviously wasn't 3 points. That was an FA Cup semi-final. Iosi Perez sprained his ankle in that game and he's going to be out for 3 weeks. My top goal scorer is out of action. He will miss Southampton, Villa and Norwich and should be back for the Chelsea game. Now, we really need my other strikers to step up to the plate. Dwight Gale and Bakambu are going to have to step into those shoes. 18 goals so far this season, 3 ahead of anyone else in the league. Iosi Perez's golden boot might be under threat now, but hopefully we can still continue the push for that 3rd spot against Arsenal and hopefully maintain 4th position in the league between now and the end of the season. Let's go into Southampton now. Insua into Dendoncker. Dink that over, and Arnautovic's got a little bit of space here. Dendoncker look for Bakambu, and Bakambu will get it back to Arnautovic. Look to turn inside. Oh, we've done really well. That was a mixture of really and well. We've done Willie. Yep. Marko Arnautovic has done Willie, and it's Newcastle 1, Southampton 0 after 22 minutes. Great turn inside Virgil van Dijk. Great finish as well, in off the far post. He's done more for us in that left mid spot since coming in than Rolando Aarons or Kerim Fry did in the season and a half that we had the two of them combined. Really, really great finish there. Lovely turn inside too. He's been doing that a lot for us this season, and it's very effective. Newcastle 1, Southampton 0. Lovely ball by Gabe into Stephen Davis. And Nathan Redmond's in behind. That's a great ball as well. Koulibaly heads away. But again, his defensive headers from crosses like that always seem to go back into the mix. They don't tend to go away from goal, which is slightly concerning from Koulibaly. It did cost us a couple of goals earlier on in the season. And so very close there to them getting an equaliser. But Chancel Mbemba heads that one well behind out for a corner. What a strike from the man in the middle from Southampton, and Keeps has done well to beat Virgil van Dijk there because he's pretty damn tall, the Dutchman. But we will keep the ball and we'll give this to Deulofeu down the line, and hopefully we'll be able to keep Southampton out for a little while longer. Trying to break away, we may even get a good counter-attack opportunity here. Bakambu onside, in behind. Nice little turn inside as well. Bakambu for 2, probably should have passed it, doesn't matter. Newcastle 2, Southampton 0. They hit the post at one end, have a corner. We catch it with our goalkeeper, and down the other end of the pitch we go, and we win. And we go 2-0 up. Hopefully we'll win. Hopefully we might be able to get another couple of goals as well. But for now, it's just the 2-0. Arnautovic to Kovalenko. That touch was atrocious, but somehow he's gotten away from all of the defenders. And Sigurdsson plays through Bakambu. The chance to make it 3. Lovely finish. We're dominating Southampton here. 3-0 up before half-time even arrives. In the last episode, we got a 4-1 win against Tottenham. We just put 3 past Arsenal at Wembley, and we scored 3 in the first half here against Southampton. We are in one hell of a run of form right now, and we're in form at the right time of the season as well. Looking for that Champions League spot and an FA Cup final win. Things couldn't be going better for us right now at Newcastle. There's the half-time whistle. Fabinho to Dendoncker, lay that in front of Kovalenko, and try and duck back the other way. Completely duped Nathan Redmond there. Kovalenko's still going. Kovalenko, good save by John Ruddy. Probably shouldn't have shot actually in that angle, but making a couple of changes. Moussa Sissoko's come on, as has Dwight Gale. That is straight to Virgil van Dijk, and he's headed that straight back to me. Cheers, pal. I'll take that. We'll look to get it into Bakambu. Well done, Jordi Classy. Insua. Kovalenko will try and roll the defender here. He's got the strength on him. Here's Moussa Sissoko. He's got the strength on his man as well. Look to poke through Bakambu. In for a hat-trick. Cedric Bakambu steps up to the plate. We needed strikers to fill the boots of Iosi Perez now that he's out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle, sorry. And well, you couldn't really ask more of Cedric Bakambu. He stepped up to the plate better than I could possibly have imagined. 4-0 against Southampton, a Bakambu hat-trick. Up we go, Cedric. Oh, he's done very well. And Gale's done well to get to that as well. Squeeze that back through to Cedric Bakambu. Can he turn provider? That's probably going to be won by Virgil van Dijk, isn't it? Yes, it is. And there goes the final whistle. A 4-0 win at home against Southampton. That is a long, long journey home for those travelling Southampton fans, especially after a performance and scoreline like that. Dominant performance from us there. Really pleased with that. And the game against Arsenal through to the FA Cup final, which it has been drawn. I'll show you who we've got in a moment when we get back to the menu. It's actually unfortunately been drawn in between the final 2 games of the league season. So we've got Watford in the FA Cup final. What I'll do tomorrow, I'll record Villa and Norwich. I'm hoping that I'll be able to use the webcam / facecam for tomorrow's episode. I recorded today's, yesterday's, and the day before. On the days where it's just been stupidly hot and I cannot bear sitting in front of those studio lights, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that when I come to record tomorrow's episode, because it's currently 11:30 PM now, so I'm not going to record any more tonight. I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to get Aston Villa versus Norwich recorded with the face cam. And then what I plan to do is play Chelsea, record Chelsea. Then what I'll do is I'll film the FA Cup final. I'll put the FA Cup final game live before you see the video with Chelsea in it. I'll avoid any spoilers, of course, if I can. And well, I will avoid any spoilers. And then we'll play Chelsea and Stoke in the final games of the BPL season in the episode after that. How's that sound? So we'll just work it slightly with regards to the release of the gameplay, but tomorrow will be Villa Norwich, and hopefully I can do the face cam for that if it's not quite as hot. And then I'll record Chelsea, but I'll save that and record Stoke as well. But you'll see the Watford FA Cup final before you see the Chelsea-Stoke 2 games? Or would you rather the FA Cup final was the last game of the season and I recorded Chelsea-Stoke and, well, I'd still obviously record the FA Cup final in between, but which would you rather see? FA Cup final first, then Chelsea-Stoke, or Chelsea-Stoke, then the FA Cup final? You'll have to let me know in the comment section and I will act accordingly. But for now, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate all the support. We're still, unfortunately, 5 points away from Arsenal, as you can see. They keep winning. But we are 3 points clear of City and still 6 points clear of Norwich with 12 points available. So it could all change, but hopefully it won't. We do play Norwich in the next episode, so that will almost confirm for us if we win there that we'll get Europa League football. But the Champions League is still teetering on the edge. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to ensure you don't miss out on the rest of the season. But I'll see you next time.